Hello, and welcome to your 12th grade monthly recommendations for November. This video is in addition to the emailed copy of the recommendations that you have already received from your Haifa College Planning Coach. Be sure to locate and reference those emailed recommendations for any links or information you may want to review later. If necessary, reach out directly to your college planning coach for another emailed copy of these recommendations. This is the time where you are going to want to get very serious about deadlines. And that's what this month is all about, is really making sure that you have a good handle on those deadlines and that you are getting all of the information in that is necessary for those deadlines. FAFSA is the first one. If you have not completed this, you need to make sure that you are completing this no later than Thanksgiving. If you haven't done so already, send your coach a copy to check over before you submit it. It's so much easier to make changes to FAFSA prior to submitting it because once you submit it, it's very difficult to do that. If you need to take the SAT or SAT subject test or the ACT, if you want to improve your test scores, you're going to need to make sure again that you are registering for those. Find the ones that are applicable to you. You can see the hyperlinks that are here on this presentation. You can also find those in the emailed recommendations from your coach. Teacher and counselor recommendations should be submitted electronically by those teachers or counselors that you have contacted and returned to you to be included with application packets for you to mail to each college. So again, make sure that you are reading those directions carefully when you are looking at your applications, either for scholarships or for college or university admission. Sometimes they want the individuals to submit those separately, and sometimes they want you to have a copy of that. So make sure that you are looking at that, what is necessary, and following that. Make sure that you give teachers a copy of your student resume to help with these letters. It's always important. One, you want to give them enough time, and two, you want to give them enough information to be able to accurately write this recommendation to help you stand out as an admissions candidate for that academic college or university. As the holiday season sets in, there's going to be a call for temporary volunteers for many projects. As you are receiving school breaks for different winter holidays, different winter breaks, this is a really great time to get different volunteer hours. Make sure you're talking with your high school counselor or the advisor for your high school volunteer groups to see if there's any special projects that your high school is involved in. Other things that you can think about are Toys for Tots, toy drives, Salvation Army, soup kitchen, food drives, those types of things. You can see the hyperlink for volunteermatch.org here on the screen. Again, you can find that in the emailed recommendations from your coach. Again, application deadlines are coming up, so make sure that you are getting them all in. The deadline for most colleges for early action is in November, but don't wait until the last day to submit those online applications. Make sure that you are confirming with the specific schools for what those early applications are, as well as what regular application deadlines are. You don't want to miss anything because you misread a deadline or wrote that down wrong. So make sure that you are crossing all of your T's and dotting all of your I's. A really good rule of thumb is to photocopy all paper application materials, everything that you're sending in before you mail them. If for some reason your application packets does get lost in the mail, which sometimes happens, you'll be really glad that you have a backup copy to send and you don't have to pull all of that stuff together. Mail all paper application materials, official grade transcripts, teacher and counselor recommendations, etc., using US certified mail. So not just putting it in the mailbox, but using that US certified mail with a return receipt. You can also do that through different services such as FedEx or UPS. This is important when you're sending this vital information because you want to be able to track it and find out where it's going. If for some reason it is late or it is lost in the mail or something along those lines, this also gives you an opportunity and a platform to talk with the college or university and be able to share with them the date that you actually sent it. So it gives some more factual information so you don't have a late deadline on your account. So make sure that you're sending your student resume with a cover letter to college representatives who support your admission. And so if you're not sure of how that looks, be sure to contact your Haifa College Planning Coach on how to write that and what the focus should be. Work on completing any national scholarship applications. This is huge. You have to complete those scholarship applications on time or you will be ineligible for them. So make sure again that you are looking at those deadlines. ROTC scholarships and programs that are offered by multiple military organizations, deadlines are fast approaching for those. You can see here they are coming up in both December and January if you are interested in that. FAFSA is an essential part of any financial aid, whether it's need based or merit based. So, whether you believe that you aren't going to get any money via FAFSA, that's fine. You still want to fill that out. If you don't fill that out, there's an opportunity that you are missing out on other need based or merit based opportunities from either scholarship organizations or specific colleges and universities. So, make sure that you get that turned in on time. And private colleges often require a CSS profile for financial aid in addition to FAFSA. Work with your coach. If you're not sure what that is, if you're not sure if your colleges require it, work with your coach to make sure that you get that information. Again, this time of year in your senior year is really all about deadlines and applications and making sure that you are getting that in so all of your hard work can be recognized by those organizations. For any follow-up questions, clarification on recommendation points, or to report any updates, please contact your Haifa College planning coach directly. Thank you and best wishes for a productive November.